Hello, welcome. Hi, Bart. How are you? Hi, Eldonna, Noha, and Eliza. I see, Bart, you've started the free list with Bart and Eldonna, and then you're going to add Noha and Eliza to the list. Right. How are you all? Let's take a nice deep breath and I'm sorry, I'm a little bit later today due to sleeping in. A little bit of a sleep into this morning. But let's get started. Let's think about your questions. Make sure you've read the disclaimer down below. Make sure you know exactly what you need to know is very important here. Let's take a nice deep breath. Let's cleanse the energy. Make sure we're clear-minded. Just making sure that we clean the space, clear the space. Okay, Bart. So we've got Bart, Eldonna, need your question as well, and Noha, and Eliza. Okay, so Eldonna, if I can have your question, and then I'll do Noha and Eliza's after that. Right, let's take a nice deep breath, and let's have a look at Bart's question. I'm just a bit chilly. Right, let me just warm up here. Grab my glasses so I can see. Right, Bart, what are we going to use for you today? What's going to happen? Okay, I do need some questions, guys, so do make sure you do type in your question so I can at least see. So I'm waiting for Eldonna's question and Noha's question. Thank you, Eliza. Right, what's going to happen when I hang out with my friend Brent in real? Okay, let's do the Dragon Tarot. So, Eldonna, I'm just waiting. Hi, Midnight Meditations. How are you? Welcome. So let's have a look. What's going to happen when you hang out with your friend, Brent? That's interesting. Okay, the first card we have here is 10 of Cups. Wow, I feel like everything's going to sort of come together. It brings me joy, brings you joy, happiness. Definitely feels like everything's going to be really, really popular, really good here. Gives you opportunities as well with knowing, I definitely feel like there's new beginnings. It does definitely feels like there's a sense of potential for more opportunities coming out. There is potential for more opportunities. It feels like there's a real feels like everything's sort of coming together with the 10 of Cups. It feels like everything sort of comes together. It's joy, it's happy, it's, it feels like everything's really positive energy. And so you have that sense of more opportunities coming your way, more opportunities, new beginnings, fresh starts. It does feel like when you hang out with your friend that there's going to be opportunities and things going on. So it feels like things are going really well. It feels like you're focusing, Bart, on the positive aspects in your mind. It does feel like you're... Hi, Shirley. How are you? Yes, the first 10 people. So, yeah, it feels like everything's sort of coming together when you see the 10 of Cups, King of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Such positive energy, Bart, coming in through for you. And I think it's where your focus is, which is important here. Okay, so I'm waiting for Aldonna's question. And then I have Noha and Eliza. Midnight meditations, then Shirley. Good, thanks, Shirley, good, thanks. So, questions are, let's have a look. We've got, so I'm waiting for Aldonna's question. I know she just said hello, but I was just waiting for a little bit more. And I have Noha's question, which was a general from Spirit. Okay, I'm going to use the Angel Tarot. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, so let's have a look. No worries, Shirley. Okay, Noha, a general message from Spirit. Okay, remember, everybody just gets 2 cards in general, unless you're a mod or part of the Ko-Fi family. Okay, Knight of Swords. Okay, Knight of Swords reminds us to make sure that we plan and strategize before we move ahead. It's an ability to communicate more clearly, to have a sense of being aware of rushing ahead without any plans or ideas. Seems really important for you right now. And it's all about your past experiences, and the reason why I say that with the 6 of Cups there is very much about your past memories. It's all about memories, past experience, the knowledge that you've gained from the past. It's all about that experience that you've had in the past, and how you bring that forward is so important here. So Noha, it's really important that you take a moment to just breathe, slow down, make sure you plan and strategize before you go into any battle or challenge, anything like that. Feels like it's very important for you just to take a moment to just think about where you're going, what you're going to do, get your ideas and plans straight. Very, very important for you right now to look at your past experiences, to acknowledge the memories of the past without rushing ahead. Hi, All About Maine. How are you? Good, thanks, hun. So, Noah, really important for you just to take a moment to breathe. Think about those past, acknowledge the past. Don't try and run away from it. I feel like you're trying to run away from the past. I think you need to acknowledge the past and take a moment to sort of breathe and get a sense of clarity so that you can move forward slowly on your journey. Don't try and rush ahead and escape from the past. You have to acknowledge it, deal with it, get your plans and ideas straight so that you can move forward. Noha, very important for you to be dealing with that. Hi, Dazzling. How are you? So super important there, Noah, to have that sense of breath. So you've got that clarity. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So let me remove it. Sorry, I'm just trying to make some space as we go. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with everywhere. Right. You're welcome, Noah. You're welcome. Okay, Eliza. So, Aldonna, I'm waiting for your question. And I need a question from Midnight Meditations. Shirley. Midnight Meditations, Shirley. And then I'll do All About Maine. So make sure you've typed your question in. So, Eliza, what's coming towards you next week? Let's use the Gilded Tarot. Okay, Gilded Tarot. What's coming towards you next week? So what's important for you for next week? What's really important for you to reflect on? What's happening next week that you need to reflect on? Let's have a look here, Eliza. Okay, what's coming towards you next week? Okay, this one here is very important. And this card. So what's important for you for next week? Let's have a look. Oh, interesting. Okay, we've got Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings, new love, a sense of a relationship. You know, just feel like there's something coming in. Feels like there's a beginning of something. There's some thought about a new cycle in regards to love or relationships in some way. There does feel like there's a moment to sort of take a breath for a second. There's that overfilling love coming in, which is super important. Now, we do have the Fool, but it was reversed. So it feels like you're stuck. Like there's a thought about this new love, but it's very stuck energy. Feels like you need to sort of turn it around and have the sense of enjoying the moment, being in the now. Super important to just be in the moment, enjoy what's around you, to have the sense of new beginnings, to have the start, to be able to take those steps ahead for you. So I do feel like you just sort of got to take a moment to sort of to have this sense of just being in the now, enjoying the journey, having some fun, this new beginning, having this fun with this new relationship, new thing coming on, a sense of new love. It feels like it's just in its very early stages coming in. And now when I'm talking about love doesn't necessarily mean a romantic as in a partnery type of relationship. It could be just the new love as in a friendship or sense of something that you're doing. It can be in so many different ways. Love can be in so many different ways. It could be maybe with family, maybe something's developing within a family that's new. So there's lots of ways that this could be a love situation. Okay, with the new beginnings, the over outpouring of love. Feels like love sort of filling. It feels like you're opening the lid to new possibilities, opening your eye to new possibilities. You're able to see this love. It feels like love can be in so many ways. Remember, love is not necessarily a romantic relationship, Eliza. Doesn't necessarily mean that when you're talking about love, it doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. Okay? So don't close yourself off to being in the now, being in the moment with a friend. You know, being in the moment. Yes, you want to focus on work, but don't forget to also enjoy life. Have a moment to enjoy life, to have some fun, to have that balance. And that's where the love could be for oneself as well. Loving oneself. Being able to have that balance. So that's very important. It's not just about romantic relationships. There's so many different ways to love. Okay, so midnight. Whoops, I just dropped the deck. That was really clever, Paula. Okay. So let's put that away. Next. Right, midnight meditation. You've got your question there. I saw that. Okay, so the next, what's a bad omen? Okay, so the next lot of questions from Shirley and all about Maine and dazzling. Can I have your questions, please? Right, midnight Oh, you think about dropping the deck? No, it's just me being clumsy. I have a right side. My right side, I was paralyzed. My right side at one stage, and so every now and then I get a bit clumsy with my right. No, just me being clumsy. Okay, let's have a look. Actually, midnight meditation. The moon and stars deck. Dropping the deck. No, just me being clumsy. No bad omens. Right. What's going to happen with the band? Recovering from negativity. Right. So what did I get? Okay. Midnight meditations. We get 5 of Cups as your first card. Depends on what you're focusing on. Depends on what you focus on to how you can recover from the negativity. I think it's all about what you choose to focus on. Make sure that you protect yourself. You've got that sense of, putting some, do a sage cleansing, do dragon's blood or rosemary, whatever you want to use for just cleansing away, clearing, using crystals. I think it really depends on what you decide to focus on. Because you get 5 of Pentacles, which tells me that you can be led out of this negativity. You can be led into something better. You can travel. And so it's telling me that, yes, depends on what you focus on, you can recover from this negativity. Yes, you can recover from the negativity, depending on what you decide to focus on. Seems really important. Emotionally, I do feel like it's a bit of an emotional connection. Oops, I've got to get. So, yeah, I think that's really important, midnight meditations, to look at what you're focusing on with the 5 of Cups here. And with the 5 of Pentacles tells me that you can overcome this challenge. That, yes, you can. You can recover from the negativity. Yep, totally. I do feel like it's going to be led out of that led out of the cold, led into something better, into the warmth. So yes, it tells me that you can overcome that challenge. So yes, you can definitely do that. Midnight meditations. So I've got to. Jessie, I'm not ready for your hi. Welcome, Jessie. Welcome, Al. Not ready for your questions just yet. I've got all about Maine first. I've got Shirley. Sorry, I've got Shirley, all about Maine, and dazzling. So, Shirley, your question is... You're welcome, Midnight Meditations. You're welcome. Yes, Jessie and Al, you're both added to the list, but you'll just have to wait a second while I look at all about Maine. Shirley, just need your question. Make sure you've read the description box down below. Make sure you've read the disclaimer. Make sure you've read the instructions. Now, don't forget, if you want more than just the 2 cards, you can get, support the channel through donation. Right, Shirley, let's have a look at your question. And Triple X, I think the list will be just about closed, but yes, you can add you. Right. You're welcome, Shirley, you're welcome. Right. Close friend would speak daily. I believe he blocked me. Okay, so what you want to do is, what do you need to know about this connection, Shirley? What you need to know is about this connection. Okay, if he's blocked you, you want to know about this connection. What lies ahead for the two of you? Where's it headed? What's happening? What's going on? Let's have a look here with the... Actually, let's do the Angel Tarot. Because you want to look at... You don't want to intrude in his thoughts and the other person's thoughts, right? You don't really want to intrude in their thoughts, their ideas. That's sort of intruding. So what you want to know is about your own connection. Where does the relationship lie ahead? So what's going on here with this connection? So you want to know what's going on with this connection, what lies ahead. Okay, first card we have here is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is a sense for you just to take okay, you need to take a moment to breathe. Okay, that seems very important here. Take a moment to actually breathe and have a look at what you actually want to bring into your life. Okay, so you need to take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to breathe and think about what you actually want to bring into your life. Take a moment. And it tells me that it's abundance. So ultimately, you know what I'm getting a feeling is, I don't think he actually blocked you. I just think they're busy. You think he blocked you? I feel he's doing, like, I'm getting here that there's a lot of thinking going on. There's a lot of thoughts going on. It does tell us that the potential here is really positive. I'm getting a very positive energy. I don't think I don't get a sense of him actually blocking you. I don't get any blocks. What I do get is that he's got a lot of stuff going on in his mind. Okay, so the connection is that there is a lot of potential for this relationship to move forward with abundance. I do get a sense of abundance going on here, that there is a relationship here. You said something and you were joking? Maybe it was just time out. Maybe it was just a timeout. Interesting. Okay, so here it says is with the seven, you've got Seven of Pentacles here, which tells us that there is, take a moment to sort of breathe, right? And to reflect on what you truly want to bring into your life. Because here you've got the abundance and prosperity in regards to the relationship, in regards to the connection. So it tells me that there is potential for something new in this, to develop within this friendship or this connection, whatever you like to call it. You don't think it was the other mod that blocked you? Could have been, but it does say that it definitely feels... I think it's just about taking a moment to breathe with the Seven of Pentacles. It's just take a moment to breathe, but it does talk about abundance, prosperity, that sense of potential for something new. So I think it's just about taking a breath for a moment, Shirley. Maybe let things cool down a little bit, but it definitely feels like there is potential for something new. I still don't get that he blocked you. That's what, okay, he didn't want to get distracted from his work. Couldn't handle how he was feeling? Yeah, sometimes that, yeah, okay. Okay, Shirley. That's most probably why there is that potential. So maybe in his mind, yeah, maybe he's got busy. You know, life, people get busy. Emails. But anyway, take a moment to sort of take a breath. Just take a breath for a second. Take a breath. Hi, Jean. Yep. So, yeah, just take a breath for a minute. Just take a breath for a minute. Shirley, just take a breath, I think. But there's definitely a potential there for something. So maybe that's what was in his mind. So it definitely feels as though there's a potential for something more. Okay, Shirley, all about Maine. If you're still here. Yep. Just take a moment to take a breath. Think about what you actually want in the relationship and know that there is, or that connection, but also know there is potential for something. There's definitely potential for something to happen in some way. Right, so Dazzling, I need a question all about Maine. If you're still here, question. Dazzling, question. Will be cool. All about Maine, Dazzling. And then I will do Jessie, L, and Triple X, and then Jean. Right. Yeah, sometimes it's important just to take a breath and don't keep pushing. Just give them time. Just give them time to process it. Okay. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm still waiting for our Donna. Okay. A few more than 10, but that's okay. Yeah, Shirley, I think you just need to focus on yourself for a mo. Just focus on yourself. Don't worry too much about it. Just take a breath. I think you just got to let things go a little bit. Just take a breath for a minute. Right. Oops. Take a moment. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's about taking a moment, taking a breath. Right. Let's have a look. So, Aldonna, I need your question. All about Maine, your question. Just taking a breath for a second, guys. Just taking a breath for a second. Okay, so right, all about Maine. Can I have a question? Aldonna, all about Maine and dazzling. And then I'll do Jess, C, L, X's, and Jean. Okay, so Aldonna, all about Maine and dazzling. And then I'll do Jessie, L, triple X's, and Jean. So that's just the list, so you can show where I am on the list. So let's have a look. I'm not sure where Aldonna is. I know Aldonna pops in and out due to working and things. Are busy bee. Right, all about Maine. Interesting. I'm getting the occult deck. Now, don't forget, guys, if you want more than just the 2 questions, you're either a mod or part of the Ko-Fi family, should I say, or you can donate using the links down below. Okay, all about Maine. Let's have a look. General love. What's going on with the love? The relationships. Oh, what's going? Oh, cards flew out here. So what have we got? First card is Page of Wands. And we've got the Emperor with 3 of Wands. So I'm getting a lot about just pausing, taking a moment to pause, taking a moment to reflect on your goals and dreams in regards to the relationship. Super important here. Page of Wands is about trusting your, I want to say trusting your intuition in a way, trusting your own energy, which can be a little difficult. It's just like trusting your own energy in the relationships. With the Emperor here, I do feel like you've got someone coming in who's a provider, who's a carer. You know, you could use this someone who's actually caring or providing for you. So you've got someone who's quite got Aries. Don't know why that just stood out really strongly then. Someone who's very Aries sort of energy. Okay, so you've got someone who's, I just get someone who's quite who's a provider, who's carer, who's that sort of energy that feels very much in control type of energy. So you got someone who's very much in control. But it's important that you take a moment to sort of take a pause, take a reflect, look at what you've achieved within yourself and where you're headed with this relationship. Okay, so in general, I do feel as though you've got that trusting in yourself is super important here. It allows you to listen to the messages that are coming through from within yourself. I do feel like you're needing to sort of trust yourself a little bit. Don't let that doubt creep in. You've got that sense of being, you've got that one of being in control. Having someone who actually comes in who's very much a provider, someone who's caring, who's I'm just getting I'm actually with the Emperor card here. For some reason, I'm actually getting quite a gentle Emperor with this card. I'm not getting him he's not forceful in a normal way, which I would normally get with an Emperor here. I'm getting a much more gentle provider type of energy. Someone who cares about those around him coming in. I'm just getting a very gentle providing energy very much coming in. So definitely feels as though you've got to take a moment to pause in regards to the relationship, in regards to the love. I think you just need to take a moment to sort of pause, take a breath, allow yourself that moment to reflect on what's been achieved with the relationship and where you're actually headed. I think it's a sort of like a decision time in a way to look at how you can expand and grow in regards to the energy of the relationship. Expansion and growth within the relationship is super important as well. So let's have a look and see what else we have. That gives answers. Let's have a look at the feels like there's a lot of past going to affect your present. I think there's a lot of things, which is why you've got to pause and take a moment to sort of take a breath and reflect on the past, present, and where you're actually going. I think this is very important for you, just to take a moment to sort of reflect on where you've been, have a think about where you are right now and where you're actually going within yourself. I think a lot of it comes from within. That's why I keep getting about trusting your own energy, trusting your own intuition, trusting your own energy about the relationship, your own passions, your own creativity is super important. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Right, so I'm waiting for Aldonna, Dazzling. I've got Jessie's question there. Okay, Al, I'll do you as well, please. Hi, Egyptian Famous. How are you? How are you? Okay, can I have a question, Dazzling? Empress. You're welcome, All About Maine. Can I have a question, Dazzling? Yeah, how's work been, Egyptian Famous? How's work? Busy bee? So I'm just waiting for Eldonna, All About Maine, Dazzling. Just need a question. Then I've got Jessie's, Al's. I'm just sort of just taking a breath for a second. Let's just light an incense stick. Let's just throw in the last of the Snitchamper. Oh, that's gone. That's one of my favourite incense. That's it. Oh, saving money. Yes, I know that feeling. We've got Tasty Tarot finishing up this week. Hopefully. Yes, Dazzling, I need your question, please. I've been waiting for a question. Yep. Just been waiting for you. Okay, because I don't know where Aldonna is. I've done All About Maine. So, Dazzling, yep. Just waiting for you to post your question. And then I can do Jessie, Al, Lex, and Jean. And then I'll finish off with Egyptian Famous. Even though I know the list is closed, but if Aldonna hasn't posted, I'll just wait. Okay. So how much will you like California after your visit? Okay. I'm going to use the Oceanic Tarot. How much will she like California? Okay, Aries. Interesting, because I get 10 of Wands, which tells me that it's going to be, something's going to weigh heavily on you. There are going to be some challenges in regards to California, okay? And there's going to be some movement. There is definitely some movement within it. It does feel like you're going to have the sense of there's going to be a shift within you, a shift. It definitely feels like there's a movement, moving on to new cycles. Maybe you'll change your mind, but there are some things that are going to weigh heavily on you in regards to the Californian visit. Okay, so it does feel like there's going to be some challenges there. There are going to be some things that are going to make you sort of have to push through the challenges. I feel like you're going to have to push through, have that sense of responsibility in how you choose to move through these challenges in regards to California. I do feel like it's going to make you sort of having to look at what you're going to have to do a lot of reflecting on that movement. I do feel like you're going to have that moment of things being quite difficult, things being quite challenging. You're going to have to push ahead through those challenges to make that shift of your mind. So you may feel like things are a bit challenging in regards to that trip to California, but you're going to have to push through that to shift your mind into a new cycle, new possibilities with the direction that you're going into here. So I do get that sense of, yeah, I think you're going to have to take a moment to really sort of, because you're going to have to really push through the challenges. I think you're going to have some real challenges in regard to your visit to California. And it is going to sort of have that shift, that movement forward for you. I do think you're going to have that sense of moving your mind into new perspectives, new things, new cycles, new possibilities. But it is going to be quite challenging through the trip. I do feel like there's going to be some challenges to it. It's something that you're going to have to push through. So be prepared to look at the challenges. It's not going to be all perfect, if you know what I mean. It's not going to be all perfect in regards to the trip to California. There are going to be some challenges. Okay, so you may have to sort of, I think there's going to be a shift in your thoughts. So I think you need to make sure that you take care of yourself in regards to the trip. Okay, so let's have a look here. Right, so let's have a look. So I've got Jessie's question already. So Jess's question, I've already got that somewhere here. So let me just grab Jess's question. One good thing about this is that when I go back further enough, so I'm sure I saw Jess's question here. Okay. Oh, good question. What is the one thing you should focus on in August? Interesting. Yep, Al, I'll do your question next. Okay, what is the one thing that you should focus on in August? Right, let's do the crystal power. What is the one thing you should focus on in August, Jessie? Let's have a look. Oh, okay. What's the one thing you should focus on? Let's have a look. Okay. I feel like for you, it's very important to look at the details. Details are going to be really important for you for August, to be able to have that sense of things that you need to face mentally. You need to look at the truth of the situation and expecting the truth from others around you. So details are going to be very important, and it's going to enable you to sort of stay in control. And that's going to give you the rewards that you want. Okay, the success. So details are going to be really important for you for August. So I don't know whether I got contracts or agreements, some sort of agreement between two people verbally. I'd be very careful of verbal agreements. You might need to write them down. Feel like you need to get a contract. Be very careful about verbal agreements. Details are going to be so important, Jessie. Elle, can you just type your question in, please? Okay, Jessie, so really important details are going to be so important for you. So I think memos, letters, contracts, things like that are going to be really important, Jessie. Okay, details, 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 to be able to have that sense of being in control and being able to have the success or the victory that you need in the moment. I think it's really important. There's going to be some challenges, and so details are going to be very, very important to you moving forward. So that's your big thing for August, is to think about the details of whatever is going on for you, whatever you need to sort of focus on here. Details, details, details. Okay. Ooh, Al, good question. Okay, X's and Jean. Oh, perfect timing. Right. Okay, what is your higher self currently manifesting? Oh, what's your higher self currently manifesting? Okay, Al? I got 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is very much about something being taken from you. So you may feel as though something's being taken from you, but you can manifest and taking back your own power. I get a sense of sort of taking back what you feel is being taken from you. That's that idea of being able to have that sense of stability, foundations in your journey here, foundation, stability within your energy, your home life, that sense of, I just get family in regards to, I feel like something, you feel as though something's been taken back, but I feel like you're taking it back. I feel like something was taken from you, but you're taking it back. You're manifesting what was taken from you. You're manifesting what was taken from you to create that sense of stability and to build new foundations. I feel like you're building foundations on some sort, that whether that's the energy, your passion, your creativity, your desires. So I do feel like you're taking back what was taken from you. Seems really important to have that sense of stability and foundations being built in your life. So yeah, I think that's where you're at. I feel like you're able to sort of take back what was taken from you, what you felt was taken from you. You're able to manifest that. So focus on bringing that back into your life. You know, that's your thing. See it, that it's back in your life. It's creating stability and foundations for where you want to be. So you're taking back what you felt was taken from you. Maybe there was a feeling of could be a sense of betrayal in a way. So maybe you felt like you were betrayed. So you're taking back your own power. You're standing in your own power here and being able to have that sense of stability and foundations being built here energetically. Super important there, Al. Right, let's have a look. Triple X, X's and, I shouldn't say triple X, X's and Jean. And then I'll do Egyptian famous. What's coming in for you? And the last deck here I've got is angels. Okay, general read. What's coming in for you? You're welcome, Al. Okay, general read. What's coming in for you? What's important for you to focus on? Let's have a look. Well, first one is King of Water. King of Water is a sense of being able to open your heart. Can be about charity work in a way. So have you got someone that's coming into your life who is trustworthy? I think you've got someone new in your life who you maybe are unsure about. Well, it does say that they're trustworthy. And 9 of Fire tells us to not give up. So I feel like don't give up on this person. I think this person is really trustworthy that's coming in. I guess it's unusual for me to do this, but I'm getting a very strong that someone else is coming into your life and you've had a little bit of doubt about who they are. And I'm sort of getting the sense of that they're trustworthy and don't give up on them is what I'm getting. So you've got someone new coming into your life who seems very watery, who's very airy type of energy. Maybe you feel like they're a bit of a dreamer, but they're actually really trustworthy. Okay, so that's really important here, to have that sense of being that they are trustworthy coming into your life. You've got someone who's coming in for you who you're just a little unsure about. They seem a little bit dreamy, a little bit sort of watery. They're water and air type of energy, but that sort of that dreamy type of energy. And so you're just not quite sure what's going on, but I'm definitely getting a sense of that they're trustworthy, don't give up. So I do feel like they just need a little bit of support in some way. So yeah, that's sort of what I've got here, sort of straight away. Energy is that you got someone coming in. Maybe you're feeling like they're not really trustworthy or anything like that, but they are trustworthy. They're just a little dreamy. They sort of got big dreams. They seem like they've got big dreams, always looking for something more. Okay, Jean, let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to use Mythic Goddess. I'm going to use it for the last 2 readings. Okay, what do you need to know about your connection with? You're welcome, X's. What do you need to know about your connection with Libra? Let's have a look. Oh, 8 of Swords came out. Be careful you don't restrict yourself. Don't limit the possibilities. That's interesting. I feel like there's some hidden stuff, like there's some unknown stuff. There's some stuff to be that's unknown. So don't limit yourself in regard to this connection. Don't limit yourself. I do get a sense of that there's some stuff that's hidden. And we get the High Priestess with Seshat. Seshat is the goddess there. With the Queen of Swords, I get that there's a lot of ideas, a lot of trusting your own intuition. With the Queen of Swords, I get a lot of like trusting your intuition, having that sense of the truth and expecting the truth, but also that sense of nurturing the ideas and plans. Nurture the ideas and plans in regards to this connection. I think there's a lot of stuff that's yet unknown, that's to be revealed. A lot of stuff that's hidden, yet to be revealed in that. But don't limit yourself. With the 8 of Swords, I get that sense of limiting. Don't limit yourself with this connection. I think there's anything is possible. There's a lot of stuff yet to be revealed. I think there's a lot of stuff that's hidden. It's got to be revealed as yet. There's a lot of truths that need to be looked at, a lot of ideas. Communication is going to be really important. Nurture that communication with the Queen of Swords, nurturing that communication. Speak, say exactly what you want out of the relationship. I think it's very important to be able to nurture the ideas or your plans in regards to the relationship, to be able to speak clearly, nurture that communication. That's super important here, to be able to communicate quite clearly in the direction that you're going to go, that you want to go in, Jane. Super important here to have that sense of knowing that things are yet still to be discovered, things are still coming out, things are still hidden, yet to be revealed. A lot of stuff. Don't limit yourself, Jane, with this connection with Libra. I think there's a lot of possibilities here, a lot of things to think about, to communicate. Communication is super important here. So sort of take a moment to sort of to know that there are sorry, I sort of breathed a bit funny. There are a lot of things that are hidden, yet to be revealed. So, yeah. So hopefully that'll help you, Jane. Okay, Egyptian famous. Okay, let's do last reading. Whoops. I still will clip in that if you want to do a donation, they're still available. If anyone else comes in. Okay, so what does Egyptian... Oh! Where the hell did that... Oh my God. You're welcome, Jean. You're welcome. Okay. What flipped out? 6 of Swords. Tells me there's a shift to smooth the waters. You've got 9 of Wands. Okay, it tells me that there's movement into smoother waters. Okay, with the 9 of Wands tells us to persevere, to persist, to keep going, don't give up. And then we've got 10 of Pentacles flew out as well. Egyptian famous, these cards flew. I had to pick them up off the ground. So then we've got 10 of Pentacles with the sense of abundance, completion, everything feeling like it coming together. So you've got that movement forward into smoother waters. Okay, it tells us not to give up, to have patience, to just focus on, I feel like there's a focus on that abundance, that prosperity, being able to focus on things being complete. So it feels like if you can manifest, if you can think, if you can focus on having that sense of completion, that everything's coming together, you've got the abundance. If you can focus on it, it provides this movement forward, this persistence, this sense of having a sense of patience in a way, of not giving up, to sort of keep going. Believe, don't let the doubt creep in, Egyptian famous. It does talk about abundance here. So you got 6 of Swords. So you've got that movement into smoother waters, moving into something. Yes, it's unknown, but it tells us to persist, to keep going, don't give up. And then you've got that abundance. So it feels like it's very much about those thoughts and ideas might shift, might change, but just also moving into smoother waters here. To keep persisting. So I get, maybe there's a shift in your thought. So it's like saying, leave the doubt behind, being able to have that sense of patience, having that persistence, that thought of abundance and prosperity is super important. So will you get approved by the Rockwell in November? It's all about your thoughts and ideas. It's all about the action that you actually take in regard to this situation. It's all about whether you can have patience, because November's quite a few months away. Do you have patience? Do you have that sense of whatever you need to do in regards to that situation. I do get that sense of having that patience, being persistent, don't give up sort of energy. So it's sort of like, yes, you'll get approved with Rockwell in November, but it's all about that sense of hi, Lama. So, yeah, I think that's really important, Egyptian famous, to have that sense of perseverance, keep going, don't give up. You've got the movement forward, definitely got that abundance coming in. So, yeah. So, yeah, that was the last free reading. Whew. How long have I been on for? Over an hour. Oh, Lalima, I'm sorry. I sort of was finishing up. I can do any donations, but I've finished with the free reads. Like I said, I only do 10 free reads. I've been on for over an hour now. So if anyone wants a reading, it is donations. So that's it, really. Yeah. Egyptian Famous was the last one. Was the last free read, because I do sort of like 10 plus mods, of course. Mods or family members of Ko-Fi. But if you wish to get a reading, there are donations now, so you can go through Ko-Fi. So I'm just waiting to see who's still here for the last of the readings. So I'm just seeing who's still here. Please check out the description box down below. Please look at the pinned links. So I feel like that's it. No donation readings, nothing else. So that's it from me. So I'm just going to do a bit of a collective. Let's do a collective reading. Okay, what's the message that we need to have as a collective? What's the message that we need? Oh, business needs to be taken care of is what I got here. You need to take care of your business. Don't limit yourself. I think you need to make sure that you're not restricted in what you choose to do. I think you need to take care of any business is really important here. Allow yourself not to feel overwhelmed, to make sure that you feel like you can achieve your goals, overcome your mental struggles in regard to the business. Don't limit yourself. It's about having an understanding, a breakthrough, being able to sort of move ahead. And so really take care of your business. Don't limit yourself. It's about allowing yourself to feel the success, the victory. Don't walk away from the challenges is what I got here with the Five of Swords, but not walking away from the challenge, allowing yourself that breakthrough, that understanding, taking a moment to look at the choices that lie ahead for you. Very important for you to make the choices that you actually need right now, to have the sense of thinking about what's important, to face the truth of the situation. I think it's very important to have that integrity, that honesty within oneself as you take a moment to look at the choices that you need to make, to have that understanding that you can overcome any challenge that's coming your way. Don't limit yourself. Anything's absolutely possible. Remove the blindfolds. Being able to see the bigger picture is going to be really important here. Taking care of business is so important right at this moment. Whatever you need to do it now. You need to take care of it, nurture it. Definitely feel that's very, very important here. To have this faith in oneself, this education, being able to educate oneself, being able to have look at your own beliefs, your own faith in yourself is super important here in your situation that's going on. And so that you know that the sun's going to shine in the situation, that everything's going to be a new day. You've got that start, each day is a new day for you to begin doing your to-do list, taking care of business, doing what you need to do. Don't limit yourself. Know that you can overcome any challenge to make the choices that you actually need. So be honest with yourself, have that integrity, think about where you're headed and what you're doing. Is super important. Educating yourself, being able to have that faith in what you do, and know that everything's going to be a-okay if you can get focused in your journey. Okay, so that's it from me for the collective reading. Some things to think about there. Oh, that was clever. Okay. Okay. Hiya. I'm just finishing up. I've finished doing all the free readings. There are donations. You can still do a donation reading if you want. But basically, I was just finishing up. I've been on for over an hour, so yes, I am. I've been on for over an hour, so I'm just finishing up now. That was it. So yeah, Reese. So hi, Beckaboo. I'm sorry, I'm just finishing up, hun. I'm just finishing up. I've been on for over an hour now, so yep. Cool. Thank you. Thanks very much, Reese. Muchly appreciated. Muchly appreciated. So yeah, don't forget you can book a free reading with me. You can book your reading for Thursday for you guys. You can book your pre-book your oops, wrong things. Pre-book your don't forget you can pre-book your tarot reading for Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you can pre-book your tarot reading for the live if you want, so you don't miss out. So yeah, just don't forget to check out Ko-Fi. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care and blessed be.